What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I am your host once again, OG Skate. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And today we have both of the Couch Boys.
What up?
David Peralta and Victor Castillo.
What's up, guys? How's it going? How you guys doing today?
Whoa.
And now let's introduce our guests today. We have Robbie with Psychotic. Right?
Yeah, Psychotic.
Psychotic, man. Shout out, dude. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate you coming down. Let us know what city you're repping.
Glendora, California. Been living there my whole life.
Shout out to that. And how did you start skating?
Actually, in middle school, I didn't have a lot of friends, so I wanted to start skating, just kind of get to know people, get to be out in the scene more. At that time, early, maybe like 2018 or so, I feel like skateboarding was trending. Like, it was at a point where, like, it was popping off on Instagram. And so I saw it everywhere, and I was like, you know what, I should give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. So you didn't have friends that skated or nothing like that?
No, I didn't have, like, a lot of friends who skated, but I also, like, didn't have friends in general.
Okay.
I felt like skateboarding was, like, a key to find friends, you know?
It definitely is, bro. It definitely is.
I have a question. What year are you talking about that you went to high school?
High school was probably, like, 2021. Like 2021, maybe even 2020, actually. Because it was like before COVID. So 2019. 2019 is when COVID started.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, 2019.
2019.
So you experienced the COVID days, no? Because the first day of lockdown was March 16, 2020. I remember that because of my class and stuff, But I was in class and the principal came. He's like, sorry, man, you guys... class is going to be online, and I was all hyped to go back to school, but yeah, that's why I remember.
I was going to say, during COVID, though, I want to say it was bad, but at the same time, they were just figuring out the Zoom classes thing, and so it wasn't a very big thing to, even go to class or anything. Some people followed that. I didn't follow that. There was a lot of street spots that probably you couldn't go to today that you could go to in that time.
Yeah.
You could cough up a storm and they're going to run away from you. So, you could...
It was funny, yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. Well, shout out, dude. And then, so you started skating to make friends?
Yeah.
Was there, a skate park near you?
Yeah, Finkbeiner. It's in Glendora. It doesn't get a lot of love, to be honest.
What's it called?
Finkbeiner. It's not even
Okay.
It doesn't even show up on maps anymore.
Oh, wow. What do they got there?
Their best thing there is their pyramid and their hips.
Okay.
There's a video I saw on, Spitfire posted a video for someone's birthday. They tray flipped over the pyramid. I thought that was cool. I actually have a clip of my homie. He just recently went to a kickflip event, and he did a melon grab, basically to flat. He almost made it to flat.
Okay.
This is the pyramid. He landed, right here.
At the end of it?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, that's close.
Big pyramid, too.
Yeah, I have a question. I want to take it back to, you said that you started skateboarding because you wanted to meet some friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But how or why did you, or how was it that you picked up the skateboard, and you're like, I want to do this, not just because of friends, but who showed you, how to ride a skateboard and all that?
I had a homie, actually, I also kind of, really started because my homie, he was going through a hard time, and he was a really cool person, and so I wanted to get to know him better.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually started skateboarding, and so I started skateboarding with them, and I had a good time with them. Finkbeiner is right next to downtown, so there's, a bunch of stuff you can be doing. It was kind of a very, rural area where you could be skating around different locations. You got schools. The schools in Glendora are, near each other. They're, all on a line, so you could literally hit all of them in a day if you wanted to.
Okay. Is it an elementary, middle school, and high school?
There's high school, and then you go a little bit Christian school, elementary school, middle school, and then another elementary school, and then down there there's another whole church. There's a bunch of spots out there. A lot of them were beginner level, but it was there's a lot of room to have fun with it,
Yeah, that's cool to grow up near a bunch of spots like that. All right. Now, when you went to the skate park and made some friends, did they show you those local spots, or did you just?
Yeah, they showed me those local spots.
That's cool. Yeah.
I have a question. How did you feel, bro, coming into the first time into the skate park? Were you hesitant, scared, or what was your feelings like?
Honestly, not too much. I would say everyone was pretty like welcoming in a sense. I would say that like I don't know. I guess I would say I was a little nervous, but there was also like if you look up the park I'm talking about, there's also like an amphitheater in the back, and so for a while I would be skating in the back. I still kind of go by this as I feel like if you can't like skate enough to like move around the park and like you're really hesitant, you should skate flat for a bit and until you feel comfortable, then go into a skate park, because sometimes when you're in a skate park there's a bunch of people and you don't want to be that one guy who's like barely able to push and like getting in people's way, and the person that you're getting in their way doesn't want to like really tell you like, hey, like you gotta move, man, I'm trying to hit this rail, or
yeah,
you know.
That's cool that you kind of understood that, you know.
Yeah, I feel like there's kind of a courtesy to it as well, that like skateboard, like some people know the courtesy and some people don't.
Yeah, skate park etiquette.
Yeah, I heard like people with manners like respectfully telling them if they could move out of the way, and then people like dicks like, you know, my bad to say like the word like, they're just, hey, get out of the way, you know, like, hey, can you move?
Yeah,
like, you know?
That's usually because they're maybe across the park and they're like, hey, bro.
Or it happens multiple times and they're just like, okay, you can tell that I'm doing this. It feels like you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
There is some people that actually do it on purpose, like people that don't even skate. They're just like, see us that we're skating the ledge and then just sit there and like they're watching, like, and we're like, do you guys see this? Like, we're trying to skate here.
I actually posted a video on TikTok a long time ago. This was like maybe like 2023, 2024. And there was like this mom who was sitting on a rail. And like I wanted to hit the rail because like I suck at rails and I still do to this day. I could never figure them out. And like I wanted to like learn, and I was trying to do it. And I just saw this mom sitting on the rail. I'm like, oh my God. Like, so I film it, I post it. Like 80K views. People were talking about how like, why were you filming it? You should have just. And I was like, but there's like I filmed it to a view where you could see the benches outside of the skate park, like right next to the skate park still, showing that why are you sitting in the skate park? There's literal benches outside of the skate park, right next to the park, so you could see your kids or like your husband skateboarding without being in the way of the skateboarders.
Right. Was she sitting on a flat bar?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All wax too, like you could just tell it was like chunky wax.
She's gonna have the wax line on her butt.
Exactly. But you know that's what happens, especially on a hot day. It's gonna really show. But
yeah.
You know what else I seen like today, this morning at the park? Like just people too, random people just walking through the middle of the skate park. While we're skating. Like today, this lady was just walking. She walked through the grass, and of course the grass was wet, and then she just left her footprints all over the cement.
I was like, okay, someone's gonna slip right now, because it's right next to the quarter pipe too. So you're like, if you don't know it's wet, you can get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, just people doing their thing, I guess. You know,
taking a quick shortcut.
I think some people don't realize the effect it has on the park until like let's say, I've seen it happen. I haven't seen it happen at my local in a while, but. There was a dog pooping in the skate park. It's like, do you not realize how that could literally affect someone? Like, imagine you're skating and all of a sudden there's
you don't want that
on your wheel.
You don't want that.
You can't have that.
The smell and everything already, it's going to get stuck in there. Or even if you just pushed into it on accident. I mean,
I've pushed, stepped on it, and then had it on the grip tape, and then you're just like, fuck.
Oh, get it on your grip. That's the worst.
It's like you don't even know it's there, and as you're pushing through, next thing you know, like, you're like, what smells?
Was it while filming?
Nah, it was like when I was it usually happens to me when like I'm cruising to the skate park from like a bus stop or something.
I can see that. Yeah, it's not in the park, but it's outside.
But it still gets on your board, and you're just like, fuck.
Or bubblegum too. That's even bad.
Yeah,
it doesn't stink, but bubblegum sucks. You know. But yeah, man.
The other day we were at the event, Compton one. They were having the adults best trick on the 4 block. And I landed a trick, and then like I didn't want to bump into some guy that had a 40 right in front of him. Yeah. So I kind of stopped, and there was a ketchup package. I stepped on it, and not knowing that I stepped on it, I went back to try another trick. And I looked at my board and I was like, dude, what the hell spit on my board? And then I was looking around, then I looked at my pants and I seen like ketchup all over. So it was ketchup, bro. And I was like, damn.
That park is kind of crazy. The last time I went to that park, there was glass all over that like four block. Right? Is it 4 block?
I think it's a 5 block.
Oh, it's a 5 block.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, there was like glass and rocks like all over. Like I know they probably cleaned it up for the event, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I feel like with some parks, we need to just make sure we take care of them. We need to make sure that we could keep them alive still.
With that, I think you need a good local presence that regulates. Bowen Park, Ayala, and parks like that. They're good at like their locals are good at like, hey, pick up your trash. If they don't know you, they'll be like, pick up your trash. This is my park.
Yeah, like
I'm not your maid.
I don't want to have pizza boxes here. Like, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. If they have a mayor, what they call it, of the skate park, then that helps too.
Is that a thing?
I mean, there used to be a thing back in the day, right? They used to have like back at the day, Embarcadero used to have a mayor. Like Love Park would have somebody there that enforces, rules.
I don't know that one.
So yeah.
I guess there kind of is. I mean, like Memo Locals would be run by Chris, so I guess you could say Chris is like the president over in Azusa. You could say Prince, he runs the Ayala Skate Locals account. I guess you could technically say he's like president for that,
Yeah, man. All right.
Makes sense.
Dude, that's cool, dude. Well, and then your local park, or did you visit any other parks and stuff like that growing up?
Actually,
or did that come later?
That did come later because for a while, my parents would be kind of strict about it. They don't want me going on a bus. They don't want me going on a train. So when it got to a point where I made these homies, eventually they would want to go to LA. They would want to go to Long Beach, Venice, even Ayala. And I wasn't able to go because I didn't have any way to get there.
Right.
So Finkbeiner stayed my local for maybe 3 or 4 years. Maybe sometimes like I would huck it over to Azusa or Wendell. On a small occasion, San Dimas is not my favorite park. That and Laverne, I feel like they need an update.
Okay.
And I feel like San Dimas has so much potential with the land they have. They have so much land that they could just like fluctuate into a good park.
Okay. I just need a little what do you call it? A little facelift.
A little remodel like El Sereno. El Sereno, they had like all like metal ramps and stuff, and they just remodeled it and made it like almost like street league course, but not really, but still legit.
Yeah. I mean, that park was, it's still cool, but I remember going there when it first opened. It was beautiful. Still had sharp edges and stuff.
All right.
At San Dimas?
No, they're just talking about El Sereno. Yeah.
You're mentioning something about your park that needs a remodeling?
Yeah.
Like what does it need or what like?
I would say everything.
Finkbun or Pio?
Fink.
Oh, Fink, yeah, everything needs it, bro. So like, first of all, there's a quarter on the side. It's a good quarter, but the thing is that it doesn't have coping, and it's just really worn down. And then as well as a lot of the locations of the obstacles are chose poorly. That's the best way to put it. There's a ledge right next to the fence. I've talked to maybe a couple of like old locals who like have kids and everything, and they're talking about, I would never touch that ledge again. Like I've seen people like 50-50 or like do a trick into it and then fall and put their arm like out to catch themselves, and their arm goes in between the fence and breaks.
Oh.
Because it's just like that open that you could just like
it's dangerous.
It's a poorly built park, but with a lot of potential. If it gets like a facelift or something.
Yeah.
So I actually talked to the city, and the city actually told me that someone already came in talking about a refurbish, meaning that they're just going to
touch up.
They're just gonna put like makeup over it.
Right.
Just fixing the ground and all that.
Yeah, if there's a little hole, they'll fix that. Nothing major.
I told them I don't even think that's worth it. You're literally wasting taxpayer dollars to do that. You might as well wait on that money and rebuild the park. Because you have a really, like you said, it has a lot of potential. Even that pyramid, like I said, it's a beautiful pyramid. I feel like it's a great one to learn tricks on. There's a car box, and the car box is cool because I don't see any skate like parks with car boxes.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen someone do this, but I want to see someone do it. Is more technical on the car box, like because it goes like this.
Yeah.
Like you could literally do a trick, and then go down and do a different trick, and then go out.
It's like hitting a kink ledge. So it'll go. It's like a regular pyramid box, so it's flat on top, and then it comes down like a handrail, and then it kinks again.
Mm-hmm.
But
they have a teeny tiny one at La Habra, right? The when you come down the big quarter in the back, it has that double little.
I think so. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It that's their little Euro.
Yeah. So, but this is a hubba.
A hubba. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So it's a pyramid, and then it has a hubba like that goes like.
Huh. Okay.
But it's cool. Like if you just skating it, it's fun.
How high is the hubba?
Like probably like what like.
Oh, perfect for me.
It's pretty good for like anybody.
No
like
sides?
it also has like a bank, so you bank up and then go on.
Yeah. So it's
It's
like a pyramid, and then the hubba is what he's talking about. That looks like a car.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a cool. It's fun. You can have so much fun there with that thing.
And then there was that rail. The rail is just horrible placement. Like I said again, the rail is like right next to a bank. Rail, and then like there's another obstacle.
Is that the roll-on one?
No, it's not a roll-on one, but I kind of think that thing's cool.
Because I know they have the roll-on handrail in the back corner.
I'm talking about there's like a rail in the back, but like there's one just laying in the middle, and it's like honestly the roll-up for like if you were trying to learn how to hit a rail, I feel like it's awkward.
They don't have that, and you said they don't show it online. That park.
You could look it up. It's called Finkbeiner, but if you try to look on maps, it doesn't pop up.
It doesn't pop up on maps. Okay.
Yeah, it's really hidden, the park. Like if you're not a Glendora local, or you don't know someone that knows about that park, you're not gonna
see if you can find any photos of it.
You know what's interesting? Pond though actually said that it's a good park because they like how the floor is. The floor reminds them of street, and feeling that feel of like hitting the ground instead of because it's very rugged ground. It's not
right. Yeah, it's not like friendly like most places. Maybe like Stoner or like even Fourth Ave. You could slide if you fall. I
actually like dislocated this arm like 4 weeks ago.
Oh damn.
Yeah, at that park. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a city hall meeting and I'm gonna talk to them.
Did they say anything that you can do? Like maybe get some kind of signatures or anything?
So they kind of did, but they didn't.
Okay.
Obviously, they don't want me trying to like push it.
Right. Because they want it quiet and they don't want to do it.
Yeah, right? I mean, there's other things they could be like, oh, let's use this money for that. But there was one lady, I forget her name, but she's like one of the like big council members. Mm-hmm. She was really cool, and she told me if you want it to happen, come back with more people to the next city hall meeting and express what you really want. Right. Express that you don't want it to be retouched. You want it to be rebuilt.
You should come with some new like plans, like see if you get people involved.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was gonna say that they also said though, because like I also didn't understand this. The mayor though, David, told me that they're actually planning to rebuild that park in general, like a bunch of stuff at that park, because there's a drainage that goes like under it, and so in like a year or two they got to rebuild that drainage. So that would mean that they need to redo the basketball court, the baseball fields, and possibly even the skate park since they're right next to each other.
Right.
I kind of was thinking though, like, then why are you retouching it if like in 2 years you're gonna rebuild it?
I mean, if it needs some touches, like I said, if there's any holes or you got a picture of it.
It's a video clip, but
okay. Let me see here. Which what are you on? 3? Okay, that's the park right there.
That's Finkbeiner right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, that pyramid though is nice.
So that's the car box right here.
Did you get closer or no?
Nah, it's a video.
Okay.
So that's the car box right here. Then you got the little handrail, and then the rest of it's just blah. There's so much space you could like put other stuff in there.
This year, I've actually been playing more with the banks. Like, I did like at one point I did kickflip into the bank, and then I wanted to hit the car box. I did that, and it was so like it felt so nice. So then I tried tray flip. I got kind of close, but then I flew forward. So I was like, yeah, I'm not trying that again. But I don't know. Like, that park has so much potential. Like, people give it so much hate. But to be real with you, I feel like if it had a set, it had everything that, like, Memo has or La Puente has, I feel like it would get way more love.
Okay.
It has room. It has the bumps, so you can like put a trash can or something over it. It has three handrails.
Yeah.
And then you can just add so much more. You can add ledges over here, bump to ledges over there.
I have a question. What if you guys like did like a DIY? Would the city come and take it down?
Probably. Glendora's pretty like, they're old people. It's like mainly old people. It's not a lot of young people who are like, I don't know, chill, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people there are either like grown adults with their kids or like absolute like old people like in retirement.
It's a big firefighter and police retirement community.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would phrase it.
All right. Are you goofy or are you regular?
Regular.
Regular? All right, get that one out of the way. All right, do you have a local skate shop?
Skate shop. Dude, actually, for a while, I really was rocking with Badlands. Because I used to go to school out there.
Mm-hmm.
I went to this place called Western Christian for like a year or two after COVID. I mean, usually it would be Pond, but I did want to just shout out Badlands because, you know, they're out of business now.
Okay.
But Dale was super chill. Like, this dude actually put me on to all my brand, like, some of the brand stuff I know today. Like, he told me that, I can't even tell you half the stuff he told me. First off, he told me, because the first brand I had was Treehouse.
Okay.
And I was running that for almost like a year. It was doing all right. Like, honestly, I could have made it grow for sure. But I didn't have my soul in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember talking to him, and he was like, if I was you, I would start over and come up with a name that, you know, like, you think that you can use a lot with it. And, like, it has potential. And so, off the rip, I was like, okay, I'm going to start over. I'm going to do that. And, like, he even told me about, like, where to get stickers and where to do some of these things. And he's gotten me so far. I give him, like, a lot of the props to him, to be honest. Like, we're in a shop now called Raglord. They're not a skate shop, but they have, like, a half pipe in there. It's a really cool shop. If you ever get the chance, definitely recommend to check it out.
What's it called again?
Raglord.
Where is it at?
Upland.
Upland? Okay.
They literally, like, they're huge now. Raglord's huge. And Badlands pointed me to them and said, hey, like, I don't know how long I could do this. I mean, our shop got robbed twice. It just doesn't seem right to keep it going. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to Raglord. Raglord's been treating me like family. So it's like, I have to thank Badlands for all of that. Pawn, though. Pawn has been, as you know, Pawn is super giving.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they've been out here for 20 years, right? Like, at my first event, I'm going to be honest, wasn't Psycho Rage. It was another one. And it was in San Dimas. I didn't plan it as good. I didn't do half as much as I do now. But yet, Pawn trusted me and gave me, like 10 or 15 boards. They gave me an excessive amount of boards. They gave me a lot of product, and I was able to have everybody walk away with something. And I always feel like with my events, I want to make sure everyone walks away with something.
Okay.
Because that's always an important thing.
What was the name of your events?
Psycho Rage.
Psycho Rage.
I'm working on the third one right now. I'm thinking about Ferg. I think Ferg would be a cool place.
Ferguson Skate Park?
Yeah.
The second one was at Azusa, right? Memo Locals?
Yeah.
That one was a fun one.
Yeah, you double flipped, and then you did, was it shove 50?
Up shirt 50, kickflip back 50, and then I took the slam on the tail slide. Thank
I
God,
remember
dude.
that.
That thing was gnarly, man. I think one of my worst slams.
It's kind of crazy, though. That hubba, I feel like it's also such a great hubba to, I don't know, for your first large hubba, I feel like that's a good one, because it's like, it's not too tall. You know what I mean? Like, you shove it on there, like, it's not too high to get, like, pop onto.
It's just long.
Yeah, it's very long and it's steep too.
But it's a good confidence builder for like skating a street hubba.
Yeah, or like I feel like the Chino hubba is like kind of tall, if that makes sense. And like compared to Azusa, the Azusa one's kind of low.
Measure them out.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out. Yeah, but yeah, that it's pretty cool, man. Those events were cool, man. They're fun. So that's the one that Pawn Shop hooked you up with the product.
Yeah, Pawn Shop hooked me up with that one too. They we also worked with Memo Locals. Shout out to Chris. You guys popped out. That was awesome to meet you guys. See you guys out here. We had like 80 people. That was pretty awesome. Some kid actually said it was his birthday that same day, so I was like, all right, I'll buy a cake. Like, that sounds fun too, I guess.
Yeah.
Who was it that you guys shaved his head after at the end?
Dude, that was me.
Was it you?
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
I promised my followers if we hit 3K, I would shave my head. And so we hit that. Actually, I think it was 2K. I don't even think it was 3K. I think it was 2K. And so we hit the 2K, and I was like, all right, I guess I got to shave my head. So I shaved my head. Bought a razor, told the homie, all right, I don't trust anyone else. You're going to buzz my head. They're going to try to make mohawks. They're going to try to do all these different things. Buzz my head.
Yeah. Yeah. They do the old man haircut first.
I was wondering what was going on.
The horseshoe?
I was in pain, like looking at you getting a haircut.
You're like, what?
I have all those. I remember I have all those pictures.
Yeah, dude, I got so many pictures on my phone of events and videos and graphics that I've designed that, like, the storage on my computer can't handle it anymore. Like, I had to get 8 terabyte, like, hard drive.
Right. External drive.
Do you have, like, a portfolio or a website or something? You put all your stuff?
Dude, I should start doing that, honestly. I've been taking graphic design classes. I want to take some, like, videography classes or, like, photography classes, too, because I have my own camera. That's what I was going to ask you, actually. Do you plan out your routes when it comes to videoing?
Like when I'm filming dudes?
Yeah.
Because you kind of got to sit there and go, is this dude goofy? Is this dude regular? Then you're gonna be like, what trick are you doing? Because I could be filming him on this side and he does a frontside flip. Now I got to cross over on the other side. So I'm not just filming ass the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it kind of just, you and the skater become in sync. It's like a dance. And you guys just become in sync with each other. And you find the routes to make them just look good.
You know, it's crazy. I've been feeling that more often, like that sync thing that you were talking about. It reminds me of what was it called? Pacific Rim. You know how the two people like in sync with the robot.
They do the mind merge together just to move the left side and the right side of the robot.
It for real feels like that sometimes.
That's exactly the best way you can explain it, because you kind of have to be able to read each other's mind on what's gonna happen. Or like, say he misses a trick and then he starts fucking freestyling. You're just like, all right. You got to pick up his groove real quick.
No, you literally have to be in sync, because, like, with the camera, even when you're holding it up close, he falls. You got to back up your camera.
Well, that's why I always tell the skaters, look, don't worry about me. The camera shit I got handled. You're not going to hit the camera.
Yeah.
Focus on your tricks.
Exactly.
That's all you got to focus on. And if you shit, don't worry, I'll pull the camera out quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of dudes, especially if they're not street skaters or or they ever film, the first time they're like, oh, dude, I'm stressing. What if I hit the camera? What if I... That's the first thing that goes through their minds.
That is... I feel like that's everyone's worry, is hitting the camera, or like, what if I break the camera? You know, the cameras are expensive.
Yeah.
I was mainly talking about, like, the route. You know, like, when you're planning a route, like...
To go skating, like...
Like, there was... That too, yeah. Oh. Like, the spots you hit, but also... Like, when I was watching this YouTube video, they were talking about how, like... They'll be, like, literally planning the route before, so they know, like, where the pebbles are, like, where to avoid, like, maybe cracks or stuff like that.
Oh, you're talking about, like, basically, like, if Listo wants to get a trick, I would, like, tell him, hey, can you do, like, just a basic 50-50, and then I'll see how it's going to look on camera. I don't want him to try the hardest one, and we get it, and then we capture it, and it's like, well, that kind of, the angle wasn't really there. You know, I like to see, like, a practice run first.
Well, even I know what he's talking about, because like how Walnut used to have the crack we used to call the filmer killer crack.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't paying attention, it was like a crack like that big, and your wheel would go right into it, and filmer would go right down.
Especially if you know you're gonna be filming a line, you wanna sweep away or get your your path ready.
It's always like that in LA too. I mean, LA is just.
That's why
Pebbles.
as a filmer too, you have to have way softer wheels.
We got like I'm gonna be honest, like our first part, like I was filming it the whole time, and like I've noticed the progress in my filming, but I'm also like, oh, I wished I filmed this better. Like
Before.
yeah, exactly.
No, but that's how it goes, you know?
But also it's like I have room to progress to the next one, you know,
Yeah.
and the next one's gonna be beautiful. I'm already feeling like my footage that I've been filming people at has been a lot better.
If you're already thinking like that, your next time you film, it's just gonna be naturally in your head to use the one you progressed you thought was better. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna film from here. Like there's even shots where like dudes will be like, can you film it from over here? I was like, nah, trust me. And then I'll be like halfway across the street up on a building hiding, and then I'm filming through a tree, and I go, all right, dude, that shot came out sick.
Exactly.
You just gotta have like the vision for it, the angle, the eye. I don't know if you watch skate videos. Do you watch skate videos?
Yeah, I watch skate videos like somewhat. Like I feel like sometimes I watch them. I don't watch them all the time, but I see like the aesthetic. I see the lighting. I always get confused how they match the lighting with everything, but I kind of am starting to figure out lighting as well.
That's a lot of that too is color correcting.
I was gonna say it
yeah.
too. How's our color correcting? Or right here, the show. Does it look okay? Did it brighten up on us? No, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Because more light.
Well, I don't know. When I went to 3 and we came back, I felt like it changed a little bit, but I'm not sure.
I mean, usually it has to do a lot with like how we have this big window right here.
Mm-hmm.
So as the sun moves, it gives you different lighting as it's moving.
Oh.
So you just have to learn how to work with that.
Like all of that, I feel like is like I'm starting to learn. Like I'm trying to remember which trick it was, but the homie Baker, he was doing a trick, and I swear he landed in where the sun aligned with it, and so it just like kind of ruined the clip in my opinion, because it's like just the timing of the lighting was just horrible.
So what you want to start using are called ND filters. So when you get ND filters, they're like a sunglasses for your camera. So it'll take glare, it'll take out brightness, and it'll keep everything at one tone.
Do they have those for like I have like an 82 millimeter.
Yeah, this is an 80 right here.
And it has an ND?
This one has ND 3 ND filters built into it.
Whoa.
But you can buy them where they're just like a little piece of glass you just screw on, and then they have those, and then they have this one where you can just screw one on, and when you twist it, it just gets darker, so you can make the adjustment just by twisting the lens.
Yeah, I've seen that. I have that one on my Lumix.
Yeah, so if you get those will help a lot with adjusting for light in situations like that.
I have a HVX 200, so like I don't know. Sometimes I question like, cause like I also know the OIS like isn't super good on those. Like they're decent, but they're not the best.
I mean, like if the camera films sharp, the color comes out nice. That's all you need. The rest is all about what eye you have for what you're filming, and understanding what filters you need for different lighting, for different situations. Like that's why I like these cameras, because they come set up like a photography camera. I got ISO, I got aperture, I got f-stop, I got white balance, so I can clean up. I can do most of the cleaning up on site instead of having to do everything when I do it on the computer with color grading, they're minor adjustments.
Yeah.
And it's just to make the whole clip look uniform.
It's so interesting too, because this guy got me into filming, and he actually went to this camp, and he's not he wasn't like a student or anything, or like you know what I mean, like he wasn't like a, what do you call it, like when you're at camp, like a
instructor or like a.
No, I would say he was like staff, but he wasn't like a kid, you know.
Yeah.
He it seemed like he filmed for a lot of people, but like this camp was like really cool because a lot of the professionals would go. Like I think his name's Chris Colborn, but he goes by Cookie.
Cookie Dough.
Yeah, Cookie Dough. Yeah,
on Instagram, but yeah, Cookie.
Super chill dude. Like meeting him, he was such like a low key dude.
Mm-hmm. He's a nice guy.
I don't know if they're dating anymore, but it was what is his name? I think it's like Ramp Man or
the dude who he makes himself into a ramp with the hard hat and everything. Yeah, it's Ramp Man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so his girlfriend showed up. There was a couple of other dudes, But it was such a cool experience, and that I saw this guy with his camera, and like the whole experience basically is you're camping out in the forest, and you go to Mammoth. So they drive you all the way to Mammoth, and they camp out there, and then every day they go to skate parks, they go to street spots, and there's already a professional there filming you and everything. So after that, I was like really interested because I saw his filming and I thought it was really cool. And I wanted to try it. So I was like, hey, what would be a good beginner camera? Because, like, you know, cameras could be very advanced, depending which one you get, you know?
Yeah.
And he recommended me the HVX 200. Luckily, I found one for like 600, and it was like a whole bundle, like 3 lights, 3 batteries, 2 P2 cards, like the whole setup.
Oh, you got lucky on that deal then.
Yeah, for real.
Because those cameras usually like a G plus.
Like 1,000.
Yeah, and then if you want the fisheye for it, that's like another 5 Gs.
Oh,
The extreme fisheye.
you don't even know. And then I found one in LA because the first one broke, and it's the same camera I got for $450, and I was able to knock it down to $300 because I was like, oh, it doesn't have batteries. That means I gotta buy the batteries. Oh, it doesn't have the P2 cards. Oh, dude.
That's how you have to get it and be like, you know, like that's an extra this, an extra that.
Yep. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep sitting on his shelf and not collecting dust. So
Yeah, dude.
gotta make a sale.
Nobody was gonna go in there and buy it for $450, or at least to my knowledge, because at the time, like, that camera was like just being like, or at least that I noticed, everyone was moving from VX over to HVX 200, like to the Panasonic.
And I think that's like the new VX of skateboarding right now.
Yeah.
Dude, you could see the difference of like the videos back in the day to today, how like realistic it looks, how HD. But fisheye, for sure, like VX footage always gonna look legit, man, because that's what we grew up skating with, you know, or watching.
Yeah.
VX. But dude, I was gonna say, like, me, I didn't take no courses or anything about camera or anything. Just being on the streets, being around people that have cameras, that's what gave me the knowledge, you know. I was watching skate videos. That's why I mentioned skate videos. Like, gives me the eye of like how these guys are, what angles to get, or what trick they're doing, what angle will look sick for that trick. So all this helps, you know. It gives you knowledge of, like, you know, all right, what does the cameraman have to do? What does he need to? He really needs to communicate too with the skater.
There's even a segment on YouTube from the Ride channel, and they have all these professional filmers talking about angles, how to, and all that. You can just sit there and watch it. I learned everything. I learned YouTube University.
Dude, you're gonna need to pass me that link.
Yeah, it's the Ride channel has it. And you can sit there and learn photography. It'll be a T-Bit teaching you photography. It'll be Matt Burnett teaching you photography for skating. And then I forgot what filmers they have that teach you the filming side of it.
That's awesome.
You'll learn a lot, man. For sure. Like, if you want to learn, you'll learn it.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, Psychotic, dude. Like, when did you start the brand?
I started the brand 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
I've always kind of had this mindset of I want to have a brand. And so I wanted to do it again because after stopping Treehouse for a year, it was a nice break, but as well as it was kind of depressing. I had no fulfillment. There was kind of like, yeah, I had skateboarding, but like the brand was always like my thing. That's my kid, you know? Mm-hmm. And like, I mean, this whole show is like your kid, you know? Like, you'll do anything for it. And so
keep it going and growing.
With my brand, like, it ended, and like, I didn't know what to do, and so I wanted to start a new brand, and I was trying to figure out a name. I kind of was like playing around with a couple. Around this time, FA was super big, and so I was trying to think of, this sounds kind of crazy, but an action word, you know, something that like, like fucking awesome. You can use that name, and you can literally design anything and just entitle it to FA. Like, you can entitle this to FA, you can title that to FA, just because it's, does that make sense? Like, it's just a design, but it has no like direction. And so I wanted to have a broad name, and I kind of thought like over time, like mentality was a big thing to skateboarding, considering like if you go into something with like not confident, and like honestly think about it this way, if you're confident that you could do something that like Like, honestly, in my opinion, you did that double set at Memo, and I thought that was insane, right? That double flip at the Memo?
The 10-star?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was insane, and it's like, that same mentality, it's like, you thinking that you have confidence for something that big is almost insane if you think about it. It's psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of beautiful, and it's a sense that everybody needs that kind of mentality. Even if you do, like, fall on your butt, you get back up and you try it again. People need that. Like, I feel like, I've said this before, but if I was to be a manager at, like, a Target or something, I would actually probably hire a skateboarder.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, even though there are some who are somewhat lazy, it's like, the ones that do skate, like, we're talking skate, like, for a team or stuff like that, I would say they're the most persistent people you'd see.
Mm-hmm.
They bust their butt, they get back up, they try their trick. If you find someone who is more interested in the job that they have, you're going to find someone who's probably the most persistent person in the job.
Right.
And that's what people need.
Yeah, man.
I totally agree with that. And it's like how you said, like, skaters on the team, they're, like, persistent, more disciplined, because they're like, know what they got to do, you know? They're just like, all right, we got to do this. And then it takes it back to real life, you know? Like, just doing what you got to do.
And, like, even with my brand, like, it's crazy because people are always telling me, how do you do this? This is, like, crazy or stuff like that, right? It's because I'm used to the failure. I'm used to getting back up from that failure and being like, okay, this didn't sell. Let's try this now. Let's try this. Just because it failed doesn't mean it's a
over.
failure.
Right, yeah.
A fail can be a win, or it can be just giving up. It's never just you lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And so you make clothing?
Yeah, make clothing, hats. We just ran these. These are pretty cool. I don't like how my hair is, so I just put a hat on.
It's all good.
Man, but yeah, so we ran those. We ran grip. I try to make just whatever I want. I like creating.
You brought some like a little gun. Too.
Yeah,
like,
I want to bring you guys some souvenirs. I don't know if
a
you
water
wanna
gun
bring up or what you want to do with them, but I thought
think we
it was
put the
cool.
other one. I think the other one's behind me, so you
Yeah.
probably can't see it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, it's a little water gun, everybody.
Yeah,
It's pretty
so
cool.
for a while we did online orders and we had freebies with those, but also at our events we sold them for like $2 just because I don't know, I kind of like this sense where there's like these dads who bring their kids, and it's kind of fun to just see the kids shooting each other with these water guns running around. And luckily they don't usually, because the dads are skaters, they're like, hey, stay away from the park. We don't want them like slipping and busting their butt, you know.
And that's what we need more of, you know, like parents telling their kids, like, putting them on game, you know, at the skate park or just in life in general, you know?
Trust me, I know that.
Hey,
go ahead.
I wanted to ask, I remember getting one of those hats. Where do you get those hats made? Like the material? And all
So, like with a lot of my stuff, I actually go through this. There's this website and there's an app called Alibaba. Now, Alibaba does get a lot of hate, but if it's one of those things where it's just, how do I explain it? It's like eBay, but like with manufacturers. So there's going to be some scams, right? Where you're getting scammed and you don't get your product, right? But if you do your research, you look at the reviews, you see what people have gotten made by this person, specifically pictures, you can tell who's real and who's fake. You can tell by how many years they've been in this business. And so like this one was from Pakistan, and like I've been working with them for my entire production basically at this point. Not with shirts. I usually run my shirts through LA. I feel like LA is just the go-to, and it's also easy to quickly produce.
Right. Yeah. But shout out to that, dude.
Yeah.
Doing your research like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Really
Alibaba
like
is crazy.
really like the hat, like the material.
The only problem with that though is like they're on a whole different time schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So I kid you not, when I first started working with these guys, it's like they're hitting me up at like 5 a.m. or like 2 or 3 a.m. and I'm just like, dude, I need to sleep. I don't need to be talking to you. I need to be sleeping. It's crazy.
But those are the business ways to do it, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially because while it's 2 a.m. over here, it's like 3 in the afternoon over there.
Yeah. they're probably just like casually drinking their drink, and like I'm over here trying to sleep. I'm like, dude, I can't have the mentality to like, because it's even like some of the stuff that you're purchasing, since it's a bulk order. Imagine just online, just like I'm just casually putting down $600 on these hats, like,
and you don't know if they're gonna come out right.
Yeah, and it's just also just a heavy, like, I don't know, it's a heavy thing to think about as even an entrepreneur. Is like, what if I buy this and it doesn't work? And it's like, well, yes, I said about failure, like, you gotta be okay and accepting of the failure. I wish someone told me that there will be failure in the coming days, you know, like in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't work, just try it again, because one of these days you're going to hit it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you first tried a trick, you know, it's like you tried this trick, it didn't work, but you try it again. You're like, okay, maybe if I try moving my foot a little bit, maybe I'll land it this time. That same concept can be taken to life and to anything that you try to implement into it.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes, sir. Now, who's on your team?
So we're still trying to build our team. We're still trying to run some new members. Right now we got Nate. We're trying to get on there. We're trying to get Alex.
Mm-hmm.
We have Baker, we have Jaden, and we have Ben Knox. Ben Knox is on Fundamental. He has a couple of sponsors, but he's out in San Diego, so he's a little out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys met him at Memo. I think he was injured at that time, though. He had the goatee. He had red hair.
I didn't remember him.
Yeah, he stayed at the booth most of the time because he wasn't feeling good. Baker was... I don't think he has any sponsors of right now, but he was on Sweaty Boys for a while. He was on DGK when he was younger, which I think is a really cool achievement.
Heck yeah.
And that, like, I mean, if you can do that, you could probably come back and still make it in the scene, you know? Jaden right now was talking about possibly joining Crenshaw, which would be a excellent thing for him.
Okay.
Excellent push, you know? I mean, Crenshaw is this big business that, like they're also a bunch of homies, and so I love that, but it's the fact that they've gotten, like, collabs with, like, football teams. Like, imagine if you guys got collabs and you just casually get to go to, like, a Rams game or something, or a Dodgers game.
That'll be dope.
Free tickets all year. Like, I don't know. That sounds pretty, like, goated.
I mean, Jaritos, if they're listening, we'd love to go to a soccer game.
World Cup.
You know, World Cup.
Yes, sir.
Like, stuff like that. It sounds so cool. I'm like, dude, imagine if they get a collab with, like, Ferrari. Imagine just free cars. Like,
yeah.
It's just, like, dude, like, stuff like that. I hope for my riders the best. Like, right. I want to get in some skate shops. I want to do stuff like that because the people that I'm trying to build up with me, I want them to take every opportunity I give them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I told them, hey, you need to reach out to you guys and try to get on this because this is an opportunity to get their name out.
Mm-hmm.
And you might as well take it because you never know who's going to be watching on this. If there's 200 viewers or even 1,000 viewers or even more, you don't know if one of those people are someone who, I don't know, is just scrolling by and is like someone big. I don't know, let's say Rodney Mullen or Jamie Foy or someone like huge, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, you don't know.
Yeah.
You really don't.
Yeah, they're just taking a long drive. They're like, what the hell is this podcast all about? Let me see what this is all about.
I have a question, bro, about your team riders. What do you expect for your riders to keep getting hooked up?
Obviously posting, but I also want to make sure they're skating, you know? I feel like with some people, or at least this has been kind of a common problem lately, I feel like with that I've seen in the scene at least, is a lot of people will be so dedicated to skateboarding. Like I've probably seen a couple of people who were super big into skateboarding who just dropped it off a dime, and they were doing like backsmith kickflip out of a ledge, like stuff that's so technical that I'm like, why didn't you continue? Like, you didn't have to go insane into this, but you probably could have made something out of this still. Like, if that makes sense. Because, you know, some people don't want to do it for, like, the professionalism. And I totally get that. but you could still do it for fun.
There's
without
there's some
killing
people that
yourself.
have kids. There's some people that get in relationships
Oh,
and they
that's
just
true,
stop.
too.
You know,
I think what holds a lot of people too is the politics and the pro scene. If you don't play the politics right, you're not gonna be exposed out there.
That's true too.
That could be one of them too. Another one is just the injuries, bro. They don't want to get hurt because of their career, or you have a good job and they can't afford to get hurt.
That's true too.
yeah. There's several because a lot of times, like even professional skaters, man, they have to hold a regular job because they don't get paid enough to make a living.
I agree with you on that, but there's been a couple of people that I've ran into. There's like this dude that I met at a camp named Riley. I forget his last name, but if I found his account, I'd show you. But he was doing crazy stuff, and he had some big sponsors. He stopped skateboarding, and now he just does stock. Like, he doesn't have a job. He just is one of those people posting about stock and making thousands of dollars off of stock.
Yeah,
So,
there's a lot of them that get into that financial stuff.
so people like that, though, they literally could keep skating. They literally are just, like, going on their computer, paying stock, and then, they're...
Free the rest of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Like...
Is that like, for example, there's a YouTuber, I don't want to say no names, but he's so good at skateboarding, but he's posting everything except for skateboarding.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Shout out to him, though. He's
Yeah.
Mikey Taylor. I'm just kidding.
awesome. Good guess.
I don't want to talk too much on it either, but I was going to say there's actually a whole thing that I kind of feel like I should say about that is there was a whole thing a long time ago with a YouTuber. He wasn't a skate YouTuber. His name was like Rice Gum. And he did this whole thing where he got paid by a gambling website. And so he did it. And the gambling website gave him codes to win. And it was like a whole cheating scandal, right? And all these kids that were watching him were like, oh my gosh, he won a TV. He won this.
Mhm.
I need to go do it. And they lost lots of money.
Mhm.
And so I'm kind of shocked to see a lot of not just skate content creators, but content creators in general are going to Rain Bet and Prize Picks and all this and promoting it. Like, gambling's all right for the youth now, too.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
SLS is pushing out Stake. And then that's a whole gambling thing, too.
Yeah, but I feel like with content creators, it's more in your face. Like, you
Yeah.
look on your phone and it's like, Rain Bet this, Rain Bet that, Rain Bet. It's like, okay,
Good thing I'm not all up with all the times now. I don't even know what that is.
I feel like it's okay to promote it as long as it's the truth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've only seen people promote that they won.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. When you're betting, you don't always win.
Well,
It's just
now they have the
Trust me, I know.
now they have the betting websites where you can bet. Is it gonna rain today? And you can bet on that, or is it
Yeah.
gonna be? Is the sun gonna go down at this time? You can bet on the dumbest things.
That's retarded.
Yeah,
Like you can literally bet and be like, "Who's today's guest on Where the Locals Skate?"
yeah.
And can we be involved with that? Because we know.
Insider trading.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for that, for posting it when we first started. I wanted to make it like a gambling, and he's like, don't be doing that. And I was like, my bad. Trying to offer money to get the right guess. But no, it was
Did he
just
do
like,
that?
you know.
I don't remember that.
It was a joke.
Oh.
It was a joke. It was like, guess who's the guest and earn $100 or win $100.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He's like, who's gonna give him $100? You.
See,
Or-
Yeah, who's paying that tab?
See, that's the thing about Lisa. He'll tell you he'll put money out there, and he'll be like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna get the money out."
Yeah. So I gotta be careful now with that.
Or like a guest will give us some product and then they post it right away. So it kind of gives. If they pay attention and they remember, they go, "Oh yeah, that's okay. I know who the guest is now."
But also, when we were talking about a lot of people who give up on it, I also think it's the lack of opportunity and it's the lack of, like, I guess, like, it feels like with some of these people, it's probably they've done everything. And so they're like, okay, I've done it all. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, there was a skater that I met. His name was Matty Jesse. I don't know if that's his, like, whole last name, but, like, his Instagram was, like, Matty Jesse. I kid you not, I looked at his page, and he did, like, that. There was, like, this long rail that I saw everyone on SAD basically do like, on their recent part. It was, like, Prescott did, like, I think it was front Smith, or he did backsmith, one of those. He did a Smith, I know that. And Kristen did something as well. And it's crazy because he did that like 2 years before them, and he's doing like 50-50 on this huge rail. and he just casually just stopped skating. Like, I get like the danger of it and everything. It just feels like to an extent, I feel like you can't give up on it. You know.
Some people.
Can I mention something? There's this dude, super good. Shout out Ray Maldonado, bro. He's a good friend. And then, dude, I went back because it was his birthday recently, and I looked at one of his parts. Super technical back in the day in 2009, like killing it. Stuff that people are doing today. So one day I was talking to him. I was like, hey, bro, like I posted a trip out. I was like, why? I trip out when there's people so talented and like have skills for skateboarding, but they just give it up, you know? And then he replied, and he was just, it's just life, bro, you know, life happened. And I understand, you know, but still, why are you gonna be so good at something and just throw your skills away?
But what also happens, too, is, like, maybe sometimes these dudes are too early for their time. Like, people aren't ready to handle that technical new style of skateboarding, like you know, like, what people are doing now, like, Jeff the Cheshire, a lot of people weren't ready for him, but look at him now. His time is coming where people are like, that's the future of skateboarding now, because everyone's just, if you watch a street league, everyone's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Tray flip 50. Then you have Jeff coming in, he's all double tray flip, and that's blowing minds, and that's what's making them blow up, because he's breaking that new barrier of skateboarding again.
I feel like what he's doing, though, he does it well where it doesn't look gross. P-Rod was talking about this a while ago. He's like, it's so interesting. I be seeing people do, like, the craziest trick, but they just land it with, like, no soul. Like, it feels like they land it and they didn't really want to try, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what they're probably talking about is how they land, you know? They land stiff, or they land, like, all choppy.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, yeah, like, I feel like that is kind of the important part about a part, is, like, there was this thing where it's, like, they used to come out every so often, like in a year or so, right? It took a long time. Even people were talking about how back in the day they would be up like to like 5 a.m. skating, you know, filming, doing all these things with lights, right? That takes time. That takes passion.
Yeah.
And you can see that in the part.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what he's saying it lacks now, it feels like.
Definitely does, because everyone skates more robotic, because, like I said, everyone's doing the same tricks in these contests, but they're just to try to nail it perfect. It's almost like watching a diver in the Olympics. They're doing the same dive over and over, just trying to make the biggest splash. Then you got Jeff coming in, and he's broken that plateau where skating was stuck at. And when you just sit there and think, well, fucking skating can't get any crazier, then you got Jeff fucking pushing the level again. Like, he literally just raised the bar on what new tricks are able to be done.
I mean, Jamie Griffin, too, though. Gotta give him some credit, too. I mean, he's been, like, throwing down some, like, weird random tricks. But, I mean, like, when he did Battle of the Barracks, of course he had to win. If he didn't win, I honestly would have been like, yeah, you need to skate something else. Like, he's been skating flat his entire time. Like, and it's good that, like, he has been doing that, because that's his training, you know? I mean, he's done carpet boarding. If you've seen his videos, you know what I'm talking about. Like, he literally has just a board. He'll pop onto a ledge just flat, like, with no wheels or anything. Pop on, maybe do a tail, and then do, like, some crazy trick. Like, I don't even know the name.
Mm-hmm.
But he does so much flat that I almost feel like it's almost critical to say that if he, like, he has to win, bro. Like, I would feel like it would be robbed from him if he didn't.
Or, like, again, that's also where skate politics come in.
Yeah.
Say this big brand is running the contest, and they don't like the way he skates, and go, we're going to give it to someone we like.
Yeah.
And we're going to find a way to make it happen.
Oh, not like that. I just feel like he has to, like, work for it in a way.
Oh,
like, yeah. Like, I bet you right now Nigel's working at least 3 times as hard now, considering Yuto has beat him multiple times. If you think about it, that same situation would be like, oh no, but I need to get back on the top pedestal.
I think he's kind of like just skating for fun now.
Really?
Nyjah?
He's still hungry.
I mean, he's still hungry, but I mean, the last takeover, the one that's on TV right there, the one in Vegas, I mean, he didn't seem like he was worried about winning that one.
That's
you know,
good,
he was
though.
just he was chilling. Yeah, he wanted to win, I'm sure. He was favored to win by Vegas, you know, with all the betting and everything. But the one that won wasn't even on Vegas's radar.
Look at that mentality compared to the Super Crown. He's gonna want the Super Crown,
Maybe.
even though he wants every trophy. But
Yeah.
watch.
I mean,
But we'll see. We'll see.
if that's the case, I would be really happy for him because that would show that he's trying to pass the torch to someone else who could possibly.
If I wanted to say I see somebody that's really hungry and going for it, that's Chris Jocelyn.
Yeah,
He's going for it right now.
Oh,
He's
for sure.
He's lifting weights. He's in shape. He's just hucking bigger than he used to, and he's older now. So
that's very fair.
yeah, man.
Him and I feel like Jamie Foy. Jamie Foy's always throwing some big stuff down, even though it won't be like as technical as Chris Jocelyn. Dude, Chris Jocelyn's throwing some technical stuff down. I feel like Jamie Foy is like, for some reason, he just casually hucks like big stuff. And it's like, dude, you're like, I don't even know his age, like probably like at least late 20s, right?
Probably, yeah.
Or Jocelyn?
Yeah.
No.
Jocelyn, I think, is my age.
Jamie Foy. Like,
Yeah,
Foy,
James
we're talking
Foy's,
about
Foy's younger.
But you're right. Chris Jocelyn's probably like
Mid-30s.
Yeah, mid-30s, which you're right. That is even makes it crazier.
You know, Wrecking Ball just called him out for the tray flip and said it was AI.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
We
People
talked
been saying
about that. I think we talked about that last week already.
Yeah, I just saw it this morning when I woke up, and I was like, it was just Wrecking Ball going on a rant saying, "This is AI," and I'm like, how smoked out are you, bro?
They literally there was someone who was like, to talk about the people who think it's AI, here's like an edit, and they edited the whole thing so like it looked like he landed it from the first one.
Yeah, no Shrimp Daddy, no shout out.
Oh yeah.
Also, like there was this dude that I actually hit him up because I saw this on his page. He tried to attempt El Toro and tray flip it. He got really close. I forget his last name, but it's Adrian.
Was it the French dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was gonna throw him some product. I'm still planning to. But like I was talking to him, he's like, "Yeah, thanks, dude. I really like thought I had it. I'm gonna go back for it for sure." I was actually talking to a couple of my homies too. They're like, "He's really crazy." I was like, "I've never heard of this dude." It's like, it's kind of crazy to know that some people are really hucking themselves or like doing these really crazy things, and it takes one thing for them to change that all, you know, or like one thing, because they might even do something crazier than the tray flip El Toro, and yet they still don't get noticed, you know.
You never know.
Well,
it just has to go viral.
I know
Exactly.
I know he showed up to try to claim the pharmacy bounty.
Oh, that's why.
Because pharmacy put up a $10,000 bounty to whoever either backside flipped or tray flipped El Toro.
And then they got a lawsuit, so
Yeah.
they shut that down.
They had to pay that $10,000 to the lawsuit.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
was close though. He hadn't.
Yeah.
All right.
He stuck it pretty clean.
What's next for the brand?
So what's next is I want to run more events. I've already said this, but I think it would be a really cool concept to do more stuff with events. So like events, product, some exclusives, some like ones that you can get that's reasonable to everyone. But also like when it comes to the skate world, I want to make sure that everyone knows that we're here for them, you know? I want to go to like multiple parks within a day and be able to hype people up. Like I want to be able to give out product to people who land their trick. I had this really cool concept a while back. I don't know how well it would work, but the idea is getting dog tags made, designing them to like look really cool, right? But they're exclusive, and you can only get them when you land your trick within 3 tries when I ask of you. So like, if let's say I go to La Puente, I don't know, let's say a kid's trying a kickflip, and I'm feeling like this kid's been working really hard. I'm like, hey, you got 3 tries. If you land it, I got you with this dog tag and a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But the dog tag, the idea is like, if you're walking around school or something and people know about Psychotic, it's like, oh, that's an achievement right there. Like, he landed his trick and he pushed through and, like, prevailed. Like, it could be like a flex kind of thing, you know?
Right.
But I also want to do something with events where, like, DIY spots, I think DIY spots and like secret street spots need more love when it comes to like hyping them up or having like quick little like events for them. there was like a really cool thing. I think it was If Skate Co. that did a thing where it was like they would go to street spots every like week or month, and they just hit them, and they'd like have cash and everything and pizza, just hype it up, right? I think it would be really cool to do something with like pins, and it's like, have you ever been on Instagram and you see like where it says if you comment blah blah blah, we'll send you blah 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 through DMs.
Okay.
I want to do something like that, but it will send a pin. And so you send the pin, and it's like a custom DIY spot. And every time they're different. We do one each month. So it's like, if you know, you know, but we're also not burning the spot.
Right.
Because that's, you know, that's always the frustrating part is if you run these street events, you might burn the spot or make security like bigger, or cops might actually pop up more when other people show up. Just be mindful of others.
Mm-hmm. All right, that sounds cool, man. All right, do you have an event planned out right now?
Yeah, so like I said, right now I want to plan another one with like a Psycho Rage 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to go to more pop-ups, like skate events. We just went to Pushing with Compton. That was really cool. We went to one in Lake Elsinore. That was really cool.
The yard sale, right?
Yeah. With all these,
there.
if another one comes up, definitely recommend you go to those. They got like exclusive boards. So if you're like a board collector, always super cool.
Lance Mountain sold out all his T-shirts and all that stuff. Yeah.
The guy who runs it, Joe, he's like really cool with all of them. Like super cool old head. He basically like told like Lance pull up, like Christian Hosoi, like all those dudes. And so it's like really cool like community out there. It is far, yeah, I will admit that, but it was cool to see everyone there having fun. It's actually a pretty cool park.
It was nice.
You did
it's clean air too and everything.
He did like I think 50-50 down that whole rail.
Oh, the pyramid one?
Yeah.
Your team rider did board slide, no?
Yeah, dude, that was sick.
Thank you guys.
Hell yeah.
You hyped him up.
He hyped me up. Feeding off each other's energy.
Yeah, for real. I think that's also
Because
important.
he did it before me, and after that I went back up there and did it.
I was gonna say, sorry, I feel like I'm cutting you guys off a
No, it's
lot,
good.
but I feel like it's also important with skaters to hype each other up. So I feel like that could also be a reason people stop skating is because like I'm sure you guys know Hella Scoop. Hella Scoop's a great dude, great skater. I hope he comes back. He's been talking about possibly coming back. I would love to see that.
He just did a tray
Shout out,
flip
Ryan.
not too long ago.
Yeah, he
That the dude, R.I.P. to the homie, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, he did it for, I guess, that night, right?
No, that tray flip was older.
Was it?
Yeah.
The one he posted, yeah, that was
Yeah,
older.
That's an older tray flip.
Oh,
You know how I know that too? There's a tripod in that video. That was literally my tripod, and I was trying tray flip with him.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
You got me, Hella Scoop.
That night he did skate the contest because I guess BP had their own thing
yeah,
besides our thing that we did for the homie. So they threw a contest and he did skate that.
that's awesome. Every time I've held an event, he tries to pull up, and I think he's told me a couple of times the reason he stopped skating mainly was not just because of the kid and life, you know. It was because he didn't have a lot of people out there who wanted to skate. Like, he couldn't find a group that wanted to skate, like, all the time with him. And I kind of can, like, relate with that because, like...
It's hard to skate by yourself sometimes.
It is.
You know, to get yourself motivated or even hyped up, too, like you said. But, like, a lot of times, me, too, I don't want to say the word excuse, but I could use that as an excuse because... But if you just show up to the park, someone's going to be there that you know usually, you know, and it's always a good time.
I mean, BP has been dead, though.
I don't know about BP. You know, I can't speak on BP, but, like, most of the places, like, we went skating this morning, and I was surprised to see there was quite a few skaters at the park when I got there, and at least, well, there was a biker and maybe two other people.
Did you guys hear about BP? Like, what's going on with that location? They're, I'm not sure if it's true, but Pon told me this, so I would say Pon's a pretty good source, is that the city is trying to buy, or like someone's trying to buy out YMCA, and they're trying to make more apartments, which means that they would take down the skate park.
Yeah, we heard that. But
It was a rumor, but I think they petitioned it out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because we haven't. This is like we spoke about this like months ago already on the show.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so luckily, hopefully, nothing. We haven't heard nothing of it yet, except for it was a rumor. But hopefully, it is just a rumor.
It's a really cool park. I think other than it needing a little refurbish, because that one doesn't need a rebuild. That needs a refurbish. Like that force stair, it's a nice force stair to like try stuff on, but the ground is like so like grimy when you land.
Mm-hmm.
And the sixth stair with the drain.
It could use like a patch up.
Yeah.
Because that force stair gets skated a lot.
But that sixth stair though with the drain, I feel like that's super sketch. Like the drain needs to go or something.
It's all right. We've skated it for years. So
really?
Yeah.
And
so you guys are used to it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up skating like street, loading dock. So going to a skate park and like, it was totally different. Well, not different, but I was just so used to everything, because streets, you don't have everything perfect like a skate park. But even skate parks have, like how you said, the sewer, the cracks. The 9th stair at BP has a little bump before you ollie, so it launches you.
Were things skate stopped like back like in those days, or like would you say that's kind of like a newer thing, skate stopping like spots?
Oh, dude, do you know Wilshire? The famous Wilshire rails?
I think
so. This one was Baker 3, and so many companies were skating this spot, dude. And it was very famous, popular. Everybody was skating, and security did not know what to do, so they knobbed it. They did put the little floor for the handicap stuff. They put poles in front of it, and knobbing was always a thing. But right now, it's just spots are kept being knobbed. People are knobbing them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still see that.
I feel like soon I'm going to start seeing YouTube videos where people are going to say, this is how you unknob a rail or ledge, just...
Well, I'm sure there are.
They're already out there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You just got to look them up.
There's a dude who has a whole Instagram to doing it.
Knob Buster.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
I haven't seen him in a minute, but yeah.
There's a guy, Spotman, I think it's like Spot Guide LA.
Yeah.
That dude's chill. I was talking to him for a little bit because he actually recently added this thing, which is like a map with all the spots he's found. Super cool. I actually got it. I need to like look at them more because it's kind of hard to look at them because you have to like click each one to see what spot it is.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool concept. I've been wanting to see something like that. But he talked about how he denobs some stuff, but he also does stuff where it's like he'll denob it, but he'll folks knob it. Meaning that it's quote unquote knobbed, that you could like take it off still.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I've always told that's the way you should do it.
that's smart. That's
Put it back and at least like maybe a little super glue to make it look like it's like knobbed. And that way the next guy could just knock it off and hopefully he replaces it too.
that's strategic because then it's like at the same time you're just like, oh,
Yep.
like it was never like taken down. Like, okay, like I guess I don't need to repair it.
Exactly. Like take out the main bolt, but like just kind of like have it there.
I feel like if they have money to knob the rail, they definitely have money to replace the knobs. That's just like they weren't like, oh my gosh, we're so low on budget because of these rail damages. We need to get knobs. No,
They keep replacing these signs up in the middle. They put these signs in the middle of the street for like children walking, which
I saw that.
and it's like the cars knock them out and they just keep putting them back up. I'm like, how dumb are you guys? Like, what a waste of city money.
You might as well find a new spot.
Or like finally some of them have been like they had one in the middle of the street right here, but they just finally just tied it to the stop sign. I'm like, there you go. Now it's never gonna get replaced again. Yeah.
There's a time where Peralta, well, I don't want to like say his name. Peralta, he unknobbed the marble ledges, and dude, like, when the security came right, and like they came right when he unknobbed it, but instead of like putting it back, because we didn't think about that. I don't know. You kept the knob, no? You kept one of the knobs for a souvenir. But dude, if we would have thought about putting it back, I think we could have came back and skated the next day. But dude,
the ledge was chipped.
Oh, was it chipped?
Yeah, you couldn't put it back on. You're gonna notice it because it's chipped.
But there was a section we could skate. I know there was one. But dude, the next
just put
day
it where it's
already,
not chipped.
Yeah, the next day was already not, bro. Like the securities were on it. They already seen what we were up to.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting though. Also, like the amount of not just culture, but the amount of like, I guess stuff that's like in the know to know, like in LA too, is kind of crazy. Like, I've just only recently started going to LA more, and I just learned that nobody goes to Radio Korea other than Sundays because security's cool with it.
Yeah.
That's like
they call it church.
Basically, yeah. Like I was like, because like a bunch of the homies kept asking me like, why don't we go to Radio Korea? I'm like, why do you guys want to go to Radio Korea on a Sunday anyways so badly? And they're like,
it's the only time.
Because it's the only time you could go. I was like, what? Really? Like, they're like, yeah, the security's cool that day. I'm like, so they just like made like a contract with y'all. We're like, all right, you guys can have.
I think it's just closed that day.
No days, but Sunday, yeah, you guys could go.
And then you'll catch a lot of pros there if you go early enough.
And I'm sure they take care of it too, since they have that kind of agreement, unspoken agreement. I'm sure they don't trash it, you know what I mean? So when they come in on Monday or whatever, it should be, normal. It might be a little chipped up and oily or whatever, waxy, but yeah.
That's kind of what I like. They were telling me too, is like the celebrities and all that. Like, are there like I ran into this one guy. He's like popular on TikTok where I don't know, like not to say names because I'm not gonna say names. He was kind of like he had a big ego. He was like, "Oh nah, bro. Like I brought that trend to Jinkos. Like I brought Jinkos back. The baggy pants trend. That was me." I was like, "No, it's not you, bro. Like nobody started a trend. It's a group of people, Like
I mean, we wore those baggy pants way back in the 90s,
exactly. Man. And I mean,
I think I know who it is. It the dude with the soaps?
No, it's a guy who does a lot of hand tricks.
Well,
like
they know out there. If you know in the comments, put it down there.
A lot of truck and hand tricks. You'll see him around though.
No, because there's a rollerblader dude. Same shit.
Oh no, it wasn't a rollerblader. He was a skater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. And I feel like the generation nowadays think they're doing a lot of, like, say for example, in skateboarding, they think they're done a trick, and that's never been done. But in reality, all these tricks we're doing today, they've been done. It's unless you're Yuto and Sora from Japan, But,
or Jeff
the Chesney. Shout outs.
Even skateboarding is kind of like just life, where everything's been done. Everything's been done in this time of life, where it's like. There's other skate broadcasts. There's other like news channels. Everything has multiples, but they all try to do something different, right?
Yeah.
They all implement things from other things, because there's not a lot of things that are like crazy new. Like there are things that do become new. Like if you were to say like hover cars or something like that, that's new, right? It's the same thing with skateboarding. We've never seen like some of the things Yuto's done. Or like even Jeff, I can't pronounce his last name.
DeCesare?
See, I can't. I see that Cesare part is like
DeCesare.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like with the same thing can go with that is that, if you think of skateboarding as, I need to do an MBD, then you're not skating for the right reason. You should be skating because you want to do it, not because you want to one-up another person,
That's true in a way. If unless you're a pro skater, to me, like if you're a pro skater, it's a job now. So that you want to one-up yourself, not the next guy.
That's a better way to look at it.
In my opinion, you want to one-up yourself. Now, if you're looking at somebody else's competition, I think of skateboarding as an art. We're not all going to paint the same picture. We're not all going to skate the same way. But I can just try to paint better than the last time I painted a photo. You know what I mean? So
that's the best mindset you can have.
I
just think comparing yourself in life in general is just not the move.
Right, to somebody else, right. Just be the better version of yourself you can be.
I think pros have it a little bit more mellow than AMs, because AMs got to keep busting their ass because they want to make it pro. Pros are already chilling. They're already pros. Yeah. But they still got to keep their name if they want to, their reputation, their skating.
That's true.
But an AM is like, he wants to get up there. So I feel like they're throwing down all the time.
I say the best way to compare it's like, think of a dude playing college football and then think of a dude in the NFL. The dude playing college football is going to be doing the craziest shit because he's trying to prove himself to make it to the NFL. Then once he gets to the NFL, it's like, all right, I'm here. I just got to keep it up so I don't lose my spot on the team now.
That's fair. I guess, like, my point is, like, people will literally, close the opportunity to land something that would be really cool still, like, even though someone's done it, you know, like, I don't know. I feel like in some cases, if you were doing something that someone else has done, it's not that it's not going to get the same justification, considering that, like, I don't know, let's say Chris Jocelyn tray flips El Toro, and then let's say someone else tray flips El Toro. That's still pretty validated. That's still going to be really crazy, and it's probably still going to get the attention for brands, and you probably might still go pro.
But the 90% of people are going to go, that's already been done.
Yeah, you're going to hear that for sure.
For sure, unfortunately, because unless you're like me, or if Listo goes and tray flips it, that's a big deal. He's not a pro skater, you know what I mean?
No, that's my point.
You know what I mean? So he's going to get some recognition, of course, through that. But as far as like if, say, you know, Yuto goes and tray flips it, everybody's going to go, why did he do that? It's already been done.
No, yeah, I'm talking about the people you guys are talking about.
That are okay.
Yeah, like the low level. Because it's like...
I get it, but like even if you're an AM too, you're gonna want to go there and do something different. I think.
Well, even as a low level, you're still gonna get the same shit. Cool, you did tray flip, good for you, but it's been done.
You know, with the mentality that I think was like it's been done, but not by me, and I want to know
That's
the satisfying feeling of how it feels to do the trick that I always wanted to do.
And that's a difference though. Because if you're doing it for like if you're pro status and you got to do it for a project. Well, Chris Jocelyn's already done it, right? So they're going to want to see something else, you know? You want a Thrasher cover, you're not going to do that trick. It's already been done.
That's fair.
You know, but for one of us, if I could board slide a big rail, I don't care how many people, 50,000 people could have already done that shit. If I do it, I'm going to be psyched.
Exactly. That's how it should be. I feel like that's what we need more of.
That's true.
It's just you're going to have your internet trolls talking their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then all you gotta do is go on there. Well, I just did it because I wanted to do it. That's it.
It's just, I mean, the trolls are nothing, man. Like they're just over here because they're mad that they couldn't do what you did. Like so, they'll say, "Oh, but so and so did it." All right, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you do it.
Right.
Like I've seen people like the homie Alex. We went to a skate event, and he, not to say other names other than Alex, he was doing a melon grab over this pyramid, and some guy was yelling like, wow, an ollie, like, dude, let's see you gap pyramid to flat. Like, you've seen that pyramid, it's big. Like, I haven't seen anyone go to flat on that.
Yeah.
Like, casually, too. He just did it first tee. And so for someone to be judging him like that, this guy's like sitting in a chair. I'm just kind of like...
like, you're next, buddy. Let's see what you got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes these announcers are like not all paying attention, or I don't know what's going on with them. Because I've been done dirty too sometimes in a game of skate where I have taken this guy out, but we kept playing because I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, I watched that yesterday, and I was like... Yeah, you should have been on top of that.
Yeah.
You just kept going. I would have not even done the next trick. I would have been like, what are you doing, bro? You're done.
I wasn't thinking.
And the guys that were watching it, they're putting S when the K gets up to skater.
Yeah, you know what game.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring it back to like the same tricks, bro. I was watching Gifted Hater, and then, dude, Nija did a back nose blunt on a rail in his DC video, like Fade to Black. And then Alex Miller did the same bag nose blunt on the same rail for what's his new clothing? What is it that he's sponsored by? Fuck, he just
Guess Jeans.
Which one?
Guess Jeans?
Guess Jeans. There you go. His new clothing brand. He did the same
I feel
trick.
bad for that guy. I usually don't like to speak bad, but those pants are ugly, dude. Those jeans.
Yeah, he was talking about Gifted Hater was just making comments about that.
He pointed. I would have never really paid attention if it wasn't for Gifted Hater to point it out. Like, you start looking at the pants, you're like, yeah, maybe not the best choice.
Isn't it crazy? Like the little details people pay attention to.
It is. I feel like sometimes I feel like parts, sometimes it's not even just the skateboarding that people watch it for, it's the aesthetic. So like, I don't know, a great way to explain it is a lot of people used to watch King of the Hill, I think it was called, right?
The cartoon?
No.
Oh.
The
King of the Road?
King of the Road, yes.
Okay.
King of the Road. I had like multiple people talking to me about, oh, when I was your age, I was watching King of the Road, where they would be like, skating on porta potties and crazy stuff. Like, why? Like, stuff like that, I think people just like seeing in parts where it's just crazy stuff. Just seeing crazy things going on.
Mm-hmm.
So King of the Road, when it originally started, is way different from King of the Road you guys see today. Like, back then, it was straight just raw fucking skating, dude. Like, bunch of dudes in a van.
With a book.
Yeah, and it was just a book of tricks that need to be done in certain cities they're in.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the stupid, butt chug challenge,
Yeah,
ride a porta potty.
all that got added later.
Yeah,
eat a piece of the bus.
Like, the most you would see would be, like, who can make out with the most chicks, because it was also, like, it was like a skate tour / party kind of thing.
Oh, sick.
So that's the original. The original ones, you would get them. You wouldn't get them like on like in seasons now. You know how they do it like on Vice.
Yeah.
The original was you would get the whole thing on one DVD. You'd go buy King of the Road, and it'd be the whole fucking tour on one DVD, and then you'd watch the whole thing in one sitting.
Yeah. But let's get back to you, dude, because I know I want to.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We could keep talking about other skaters, but this is your show today.
Yeah.
Do you have any dream sponsors?
Dream sponsors. Dude, I never knew that I would ever make it that far, but if I were to, I don't know. I kind of like Quasi. I've always liked Quasi graphics. I love the fact that even though they're charged the same amount as FA, or they're close to FA prices, I like how it comes with a poster. I think it's like
it comes with a poster, the boards?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
With like most of them, you know what I'm talking about? Like come wrapped and they have like the poster in the middle.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Some of them, when they come in collections, you could like connect them too, like from the back. A little cool incentive. I mean,
it's like when they used to put free shoelaces and stickers in shoes.
Yeah.
Well, S is giving you extra shoelaces again. I bought these OGs and they had the blue and the whites, so I was like, hell yeah.
How do those skate?
I've always liked the XLs.
I have to try them.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, I'm from the '90s, so I like a bulkier shoe.
I like my half cabs.
But I mean, the way you guys are dressing, bro. I mean, you guys are going back to the '90s. It looks like so.
I'm telling you, this is so common lately that I've noticed is if you pay attention to anything from 20 years ago, it comes back regardless. Yeah. If you like anything you can think of, it can come back. Like right now, I'm experiencing it, and I'm 21. Like I'm seeing like posts about Beyblades, which was like made when I was like 5. Like Plant vs. Zombies, like I don't know if any of you like remember that in like high school or something.
I remember when it first came out.
Yeah, and now people are talking about it again. People were talking about Incredibles this year. Incredibles was like right when I was born, like
the cartoon,
the Pixar.
Yeah. Same thing with Lilo and Stitch came back, like made a real version of it.
So even for people, I don't know, like if anyone's watching this, like that is interested in like branding or anything of interest on like graphics or anything in trends wise, a important thing to think about is 20 years later.
Yeah, they come back.
They come back.
Like we already went through the hippie stage. That was like maybe when I was in my 20s when people were dressing like all hippie and all that. Then they already did the 80s, and right now we're heading into the 90s, like Skate Joe said.
Right.
And you know what's even crazier? You could take that same concept to even skateboarding. So, like, you know what's a good example? What's his name? He just got on Powell, and he's doing, like, all these, like, old school tricks.
Andy Anderson?
Huh?
Yeah.
Andy Anderson?
Andy Anderson.
Oh.
Because Andy Anderson, like, he literally made it doing all these old school tricks. Like, he's doing it very different. And he's trying to find a new way of doing it, but he's still doing the same. Like, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's old school, but in a new way.
Stuff like that is really cool.
That's tight. Any other dream sponsors or even a dream
like,
collab that you would like to work with?
Collab. Dang, okay, collab. I mean, I haven't thought about that too much. I would like to do some, though. I mean, Mob Grip would be crazy cool. Like, I feel like we have cool grip. Or actually, Pepper. Pepper's been, like, my go-to more.
Okay.
Like, I've been rocking with Pepper more. Because Mob is, like, I love grip. Like, I love Mob Grip, but I'm going to be honest, lately I've been buying multiple shoes because it burns through the shoes so quickly.
Well, we just learned, or at least I did, that Mob has different grades.
Yeah.
of grip, like 1 through 5.
Yeah, like it's different grits. So one's not as grippy. One's a
Right.
little bit
So
more
you may be skating in a 5 and you want a 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I noticed the one I didn't even know I have a giant roll, and I'm like, let me see if mine actually has a number on it, and it did. It had a number 3.
Okay, so then that's not bad.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh,
Okay.
cool. Maybe I'm a 3.
Like maybe in the middle is like good enough. Like
You know?
yeah.
But shout out to Pepper if that's who you want to
Yeah, it would
collab
be,
with.
It would be like that or Spitfire. I've always liked. I mean, I know everybody likes that logo, but I kind of feel like Spitfire's logo is so cool. Also Zero. Those two, like I kind of rock with.
Okay.
Like I have a couple of designs that like kind of remind me of Zero, so I kind of wanted to make some like off of that inspiration. But also Spitfire, that logo is so iconic. You can see even people who don't skateboard with that logo. So it's like, I don't know, being a part of that would be so cool.
That little flame. Yeah, man.
Made it 3 years.
Hell yeah. Okay. What about hobbies off the skateboard?
Hobbies. So I would say I'm a pretty like rounded individual, but it's mostly towards my brand or my skateboarding. So skateboarding, filming the homies. I like to do the film and photography for the brand. I run basically everything through the brand. So graphic design, I did the website design. Graphic design is like my forte. I love doing graphic design. It's so cool to me. I'm actually in a class right now for typography.
Okay.
Which is, you might be like, what? Like, typography is basically like if you were to be doing this right here, it'd be like, if you had the title be something, it'd be like you would want the title to be bigger, but then how you would want to size the text for the writing.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting because like if I wanted to make a magazine, let's say, it's like how do I make this magazine interesting and readable,
Right.
without it being frustrating to read? You know,
Yeah,
like,
you're displaying
exhausting.
it. Yeah.
Like you know how a great example would be like, you know, those old, like not old posters, but like, you know how like small businesses will make like posters and it'll have multiple different fonts that are like kind of like exaggerated.
Eye-catching. Yeah.
Like that kind of like make it like, where do you look?
Mm-hmm.
Typography would teach you how to guide the reader, like here.
Maybe colors too to use.
Yeah, like a follow through kind of.
Well, because I know restaurants try to stick to like red and yellow, like, you know, McDonald's and stuff like that, because that supposedly draws more attention, more business. You know, they do studies like that.
Yeah, they say red makes you hungry. I mean,
Right.
I'm hungry, but I'm not gonna lie, the room is not red. His shirt's red, but I don't think that's making me like all hungry, man. That's burgundy.
Right.
Nah,
Right.
red is more like comes up with like blood, ketchup, or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
shout out
cool,
to
man. Shout out to
typography.
typography.
Yeah, it's
That's my
it's
right there. I can't say that word.
it's a interesting topic, and then it's also graphic design. Like, just graphic design is so cool because it comes from everything. It comes from boards. It comes from, I mean, even like the stuff you have up here. Someone had to design that, and then they got it produced.
Mhm.
They weren't like they drew it. Even if they drew it up, that's still graphic design in a sense.
Right. Yeah, I took some classes for computer graphics, but
Really?
yeah, it was fun. But like I said, like I didn't stick to it. But I've always had a thing for art and like, you know, that's why I design all the shirts and the stickers and stuff that we do.
That's sick.
But yeah, man.
If you guys, sorry, you
I
go.
wanted to ask, where are you taking classes at?
Mount Sac.
One sec.
That's why I asked you a couple of times. Like you guys were like, "Oh, we're at Mount Sac skating." I was like, "Dude, what spots you hit?" Like I literally wanted to know because I've seen that school and there's like some spots that like I think have potential, and some that I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like, but it would be cool to see that, you know.
Have you been around the whole campus or maybe
Yeah.
not? Okay. All right.
There's a couple of spots.
Okay.
Mount Sac has 2 legendary spots that are no longer there. The hubba and the 4th stair to the 10th stair.
There was a hubba.
Yeah, and they're in the same location too.
We need more hubbas. I don't know like how we can get that, but I feel like I need to go to the city hall and be like, hey, I don't know where you need to build one, but I just need a hubba.
We're tired of handrails. We need more hubbas.
I don't know. I feel like hubbas are pretty cool though. Like they're just never seen.
Right.
Like, or at least in LA, we don't have any like good ones. They're either all chunky or like cooked. You know.
There's some good ones out there.
You
just
found
gotta
some?
Gotta really lurk. There's one in Walnut. It's at a church. We call it the Chris College because he's the first dude that we seen skating it. But there's so many people that skated it. Leo Romero did. He'll flip back 50. But some people would put a metal coping on it to make it easier to skate.
Cheaters.
I don't know if you consider that cheating.
Well, I mean, that thing is chunkier than chunks now. Like I'm
I know.
You get on that thing and it's just the whole way through.
Yeah, okay, then that kind of makes sense. I mean, I've done a lich which was kind of like that. It was in Monrovia. I would not even consider it a hubba at this point. It was like it goes like this, and then it has like a little kink. It's like a low too.
Is the one inside the park?
It's like not in the park. In
by the tennis courts and all that.
Yeah, it was like it's cool though too. They had like an out rail. The homie Alex feebled it a while ago. That was pretty cool.
Shout out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick, what's your board setup?
8.5. Right now, I'm repping my own grip, Psychotic. The board is Pawn Shop. Shout out to Pawn Shop.
Shout out.
Independent trucks and Spitfire wheels because you can't go wrong with Spitfires. And I think the bearings are Bronsons, to be honest. I've been rocking with Bronsons ever since. I don't know. I've thought they've done well for a while.
Okay. Yeah, I've never tried them, so I mean they sound cool, like especially the raws, because I like to. I don't usually like to add too much oil to my bearings, but today I felt like I needed them. I was feeling a little slow today.
I totally feel that.
Yeah, had to do push it. You know how when you go to Mayberry and you can like, when I first put those bearings in, I was like going too fast to the bank, and today I needed the extra push. I was like, wow.
Dude, sometimes I don't even realize because, like, I don't know, like, sometimes I'm not even paying attention to the speed of how I'm pushing or anything. And I realize, like, looking down, I'm like, oh, dude, one of my bearings doesn't, like, it's not a bearing anymore. It's just a ring.
It's just a ring. There's no...
Dude, it's happened to me twice. And
no bearings in it?
Two wheels just don't have bearings in them. And I'm like...
That's scary.
Like, how am I skating these? Like, and then I take them off and the bearing is, like, attached to the truck. Like it's like molded with the truck.
That's crazy. All right, you guys have any questions?
Peralta?
No, I think I shot them out throughout while we were talking.
Okay, I got a couple questions if Peralta doesn't have any questions. But yeah, I wanted to ask, who's one of your favorite skaters?
Favorite skaters? You know, this is kind of crazy, but like it's either Cookie Dough, just because like in my opinion, even if it was like, I don't know, in my opinion, like personal, like talking to people always goes a long way. So I did probably mention 3 right now. Cookie Dough. I can't pronounce his last name, but you know him. Lucas, you know, the LP local.
Lucas Aviles, something like that?
Yeah.
Aviles?
Love him, dude. For a while he was super quiet, but he's just like a super like down to earth person if you ever meet him.
Dude, super humble.
Obviously you guys have met him, but you know.
First lip slide Hollywood 16. For
real.
Super humble.
And then who else? And then I actually met Louis Barletta at this one camp called YMCA. They used to be Element Skate Camp, but they changed it to YMCA Skate Camp. It's all the way in like Sequoia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And it was interesting to talk to him because like I was like, dude, it must be so cool. Like this was when I was first starting to skate too, and he was just such a chill dude to talk to. I was like, dude, it must be so cool to like say that you like made it in skateboarding and all that. He's like, it's whatever. I want to retire.
Yeah. Man.
He's a chill dude though. Like he like knowing like meeting him, he was just like a fun dude. Like I felt like talking to him, it was like it really sounded like Enjoy was Enjoy, you know? Like it was the joys of skateboarding.
Sick.
I miss Enjoy.
I do too. I had like a pillow cover my friend Ben gave. I gave it to him because I was like, yeah, you can have it because I know you're a huge Enjoy fan, and like I already have a Louis Barletta board, so I'm happy with what I got.
Sick.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, I got another question. what are, for people that are interested on your brand or wanting to get sponsored, what are the requirements you ask for them or from them?
A big thing for me would be tagging. I want to make sure that the person isn't just skating for product. It sounds kind of like selfish of me to say that.
No, but that's because most people just want the product and they don't want to do the work.
I want to make sure that their intentions are pure, you know. I want to make sure that they want to skate because they want to get known, but they also want to like work for it, and I'll give them product, you know. Like over time I want to give more like product out. I want to do more. And there's only so much I can do, but the people I put on my team, they're going to be the people who can make or break this. The people who can really get us out there too. I can go so far with content and everything, but they're the overall people. So posting, tagging us. I like seeing street clips. So if you show street clips, that obviously gets more credit. I always think, regardless if it has been done or not, it's the fact that it's a street clip. Like some people will be so good and they'll just be staying in the park. And the problem with that is you feel safe in the park. The park is your safe space. Mm-hmm. The street, it's like, that's where the wars are, you know? Like everyone's going and taking their tricks on the cameras and everything. That's where like things go down. That's where you show that what I practiced at the park, yeah, I got that.
Mm-hmm. That's dope.
100%, bro. Well said on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if you DM us, I'll respond. I'm always answering DMs whenever I can. I mean, I can't right now, you know?
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, they hit you up on your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Psychotic SG?
Psychotic. Yeah, I changed it to psychotic.sg. I thought that would be easier for people to type. I wanted to change the Instagram to just Psychotic. But there's actually a dude in 2017 who actually had made a brand, and it hasn't been touched clearly because like it might not actually have been made in 2017. The last post was in 2017.
Right.
So you can assume it's just like some guy who lost his account info and forgot to delete his account.
Or just never doesn't care about it anymore. Just stop doing it.
Exactly. So I can't get the name. I can't reach him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like somebody took the Instagram skate show. You know, like how the hell did somebody come up with that? Like I thought I was the only one.
I thought I was creative.
Right. So then I had to do the OG skate show. So, but it worked out in my favor a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
But because I think it was Psychotic Co, right?
Yeah, it was Psychotic Co, but actually, so lately, Raglord told me to look at some interviews, and one person who came up constantly was this guy named Ass Pizza. And he basically, it's a really interesting name, right? But he was a graffiti artist, and he ended up continuing what he was doing, and eventually started just messing with clothes. And he got this one guy who was like a celebrity, who was like, yeah, this guy's going to make it big. All of a sudden, Playboy Cardi wants his hoodie. All of a sudden, Kanye wants it. Like, everybody wants his clothes. Mm-hmm. So he made trades with them instead of selling it. Eventually, now he does sell his clothes, but the thing is, like, he made a live stream this entire month, or, well, last month now. I talked to him, and I asked him, hey, check out my account. I gave him the account info. He's like, whoa, dude, this name? Yeah, you gotta change it. This username, it's too hard to say. And I'm like, that's fair, because it's PSYCH, and then it's not a O, it's a 0.
It was a 0.
TIC.CO. See, I could remember that, but it's my business.
Right.
Like, some random dude on the street isn't going to be like, oh, dude, I follow PSYC. Like, you can't even say the name because it's a 0. It feels like you'd be psych0tick.co. Like,
I guess if they don't know, yeah, I guess so.
So it feels like psychotic.skategoods just sounds better.
Okay, so the SG stands for skate goods.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Yeah.
Okay, last question. I got a last question. Who would you like to see next on the show?
Who would I like to see next on the show? There's a couple of people. I don't know his last name, but Nate, the homie Nate. That would be really cool. There's Alex. That would be really cool to see because Alex like I said, he's been killing it. And you know how I told you guys he was skating with Prince?
Mm-hmm.
He's doing like a film for Sticks, so it'd be cool to talk to him about that.
Yeah, we got him on the list because we put him on the list the day we met you at the
hell yeah, okay.
the yard sale.
Have you gotten James Appetit? I can't pronounce it.
Yes. Yeah, he's been on. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say like he's a great one. Carlo, I'm sure you've done Carlo.
No.
Carlo, what's his last name?
I forget his last name. He hangs out with James all the time though.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
Probably. I'll probably see him around there.
His Instagram's like the Goon Carlo.
Mm.
Oh yeah, he filmed the slam with the
he's
at
cool.
the event.
Either that, or I'd like to see more brands on your stuff. So like maybe like some small ones. So let me think here. You could probably get some skate shop owners. Like I almost wonder if Anthony Piscopo would be down.
We've asked him.
Okay.
It's in talks. We'll see if we can get him in.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So
Him and Donovan.
Him, or like dude, I'm trying to think. There's like some brands that I've like talked to, and I'm like, oh, that would be so cool to see them like have an interview or something. Like,
anybody has any brands they want to see on the show, just tag them and let us know in the comments too. We'll reach out to them.
I'll have to look at my list.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, is there anything that you want to bring up, maybe that we didn't touch on?
No, but I'm working on that part, and if you guys are trying to get sponsored, hit us up. We're trying to look for skaters. We're always looking for people who drive. I'm always looking for people who have potential. I'm one of those people who will push you. So it's like, it's not that I'll push you to an extent that like if you say no, I'm just going to keep pushing at it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a push where it's like needed, you know? Like I feel like people who skate, there's like an extent that you'll go, but when you have homies who are ready to push you and you bring that hype and energy, you want to do more.
Do you try to do like go out with the team skate, or do you or do you have them like send you the clips?
I try to go out with them. So Jaden and Baker are out in LA, so I'm trying to get soon Baker, Jaden, and Alex all in the same session. I'm trying to get Nate too, but Nate loves that park. So if I could get him out of there,
it's all good.
Get his confidence up, that would be good.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Dude, it's been amazing, bro.
Yeah, I hope I didn't yap your guys' ears out.
No, but we got one more thing before we get out of here. We'll have you pick a question from the bowl here and see what we get.
All right.
Yo, bro.
That's a cool little thing.
Yeah, you know. Toss in a little crazy question.
Let's see here. If you could skate any historical landmark, what would you skate? Damn. That's actually a good question. You know, like, this sounds so, like, dumb, but I almost think, like, imagine, like, what if, like, you tried skating Disneyland or, like, Six Flags? I swear I've seen some...
That'd be dope.
Dude, the last time I went, like, I mean, she's my ex now, but when we went to Six Flags, I was like, why do I feel like someone could hit this rail? And they were like, bro, why are you even looking at skate spots? That's never gonna happen.
You never know. It's closing down.
That one is?
Yeah, Six Flags.
I thought it was just the
one.
I
thought I heard that they were shutting it down. No?
It's the other one, huh?
No, none of them are shutting down. There's just Knott's Berry Farm is closed right now for the month.
I thought I heard that they're getting rid of
No, there
Six
was
Flags.
something. It was I think it was the other state one. There was one out of state that they were talking about. Like I
wouldn't doubt if one of the out of state ones is being closed.
Maybe.
I also heard you know how Woodward's going out of business, right?
Oh, yeah.
I heard that so I actually asked someone. This is on the low. I've heard that you can actually go there and there's no security. So if you guys ever want to check it out, I guess you could go and check it out still.
Before they shut it down.
Woodward West.
Damn.
And some people couldn't pay for it, so I mean, might as well still be able to have the experience. I mean, you can't go to the indoor part, but like,
you still have Woodward Tahoe. That's open.
Yeah, there's also one in Utah as well.
I think that's east. That's Woodward East.
Yeah, but like, I feel like it's crazy though that the California location's going down because it's like, even though there are other skate camps, I feel like We're in California. Like, other than New York, where are people skating more? Like,
There's too many other spots to skate, probably. If that was our only option, then yeah.
I guess that's a fair point, too.
Yeah. Skate parks are popping up everywhere. Okay, dude, man. It's been amazing, dude. Thank you again for coming down. I really appreciate that. Let us know where we can find you at.
All right. You can find me at psychotic.sg.
All right. And your website?
It's I mean, you don't have to put the W's. You can put psychostores.com.
Okay.
And that's where we sell our product. But if you hit me up, I could also order through there, and I could do cash, like in
DM?
person or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like a Venmo or what's the other one?
Zelle.
Zelle and PayPal.
Or if you just need to talk, I'm here. I mean, like, anyone who hits me up, I do respond. I try to respond to everyone and give them the time of day that they need, you know?
Shout out to that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Any shout outs?
Dude, just shout out to my whole team. Shout out to Ben Knox. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Baker. Keep it up. And we're going to get that part going, and you guys are going to see it. It's awesome. They put a lot of time and effort into it. I know that. There's actually one clip in it that is kind of crazy because that spot got destroyed. Do you know what I'm talking about? That dock spot? It was like in LA by Santa Monica.
Dock spot.
It's like, it was like a parking lot too, but it was like super...
Like a dock gap sidewalk?
Yeah, kind of.
To the street?
It was like a gap, and it's like this, and then it's like kind of like out to floor. But it's like really choppy. There's graffiti all over it.
Shit,
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the Hollywood one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one-
that
oh.
DIY spot in Hollywood.
Okay. The 4-block one. Or
No,
like,
it's like
a
a-
2-block or something.
Yeah, it's like a DIY spot.
Kind of like it's kind of like a DIY. It's like a destroyed building, and there's just like a space here and like here. There's also like he does like I want to say the trick, but I don't know if I should.
No, we'll wait to see it.
Okay, yeah, you'll see it, but
Secret
it's
footage.
really cool because I feel like as we go on, we're gonna see less and less of that spot, considering it's gone, you know. So it's a cool last thing to see.
All right. Shout out to that, man. Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that for sure.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Listo, you have any shout outs?
Were you done with your shout outs or?
Huh? Yeah, I'm done with my
Yeah.
shoutouts.
Okay. All right. I have my shout outs. Shout out number 1, God. Shout out number 2, my family, my siblings. Shout out my sponsors. Shout out skateboarding. Shout out where the Locals Sk8. Richard OG Skate Show holding it down. Peralta holding it down. Shout out Psychotic, founder of Psychotic. Robbie coming down, sharing a little bit of yourself. You know, I would see you at events and stuff, but didn't really have time to sit down and chat because I was always, you know, focused on the skateboarding. But now, bro, like seeing the conversations we had throughout the events, like it seems like you know what you want and you know what you want for your company or your brand and your skaters, and it's pretty good, man. You're young and you know you already have this knowledge of what you want, your vision, you know, and keep it up, man.
Thank
It's
you.
badass.
I didn't know the shoutouts went that far. My bad.
It's
No,
okay, it happens.
he does it that way.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say God and family for sure, man. I should have said those for sure, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
all good.
Yeah, you know, in this podcast we're open, man. You know, to whatever's, man. But God, for sure, number 1 shout out for me.
Yeah, for real. That faith is very important.
All right, Peralta.
Amen.
You know, shout out to our followers, our viewers, everyone who supports us. Can't do it without them, you know. If it weren't for them loving what we do, we wouldn't probably be doing this.
Dude, the setup is beautiful, and I just feel like you have to thank them. I mean, look at everything you guys have here. Like, with all the viewers, you got all these people who brought stuff to talk to you, and like
Yeah.
people gifting you stuff. Like, that's so cool. Like I said, I've been doing this for like 3 years, and you guys have been doing it for almost 3 years.
Almost,
you know,
yeah, going on 3 years.
and so it's crazy to see that the progress that you guys have made here. You know, like you guys gotta just wake up and just be like, wow, I'm proud of this. Like,
We are, at least I am. I know that for sure. You know, I wake up to the studio every day and I'm like, damn, I can't believe we're doing this. But when we do it, it's just like it's more I don't know. We just like skateboarding now. We just get on the board and do it. So it's like
it's natural.
It's more natural now, but yeah.
Oh my bad.
It's like we all worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it feels different, like being here on set or being here right now, than listening to it on my way home from work. Because like sometimes we're right here talking about it, we're in the moment, but then when you're watching it, when I'm watching, I pretend that like I'm not there and I'm just like not part of the show, and I try to listen what we're talking about, you know. So I'm like, dude, that's fucking badass, and then thinking about it, that like, because I put myself outside of the shoes of the podcast, and then after that being a part of it, I'm like, dude, it feels amazing, you know.
Yeah, I just feel like there's got to be like that. Like you just gotta appreciate how much everyone's given that. The followers have given you guys the chance to listen to what you guys are saying.
We
and
definitely
it's opened you guys to some awesome people to talk to.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we appreciate everybody that, you know, out there subscribed, you know, following, liking, you know, all that stuff, all that good stuff, because it helps. It helps the algorithm, you know.
It all does.
You know, just by watching the show is supporting us, so that's amazing.
It is.
Dude, again, thank you for coming down. I appreciate it. I want to thank the guys again behind the ones and twos. I want to thank everybody out there for watching, especially if you've subscribed to our channel or even became a channel member. Thank you very much, man. We have that option now. So if you're out there, let us know if you subscribed. Again, I don't know, man. Follow us on the Instagram. We're the Locals Sk8. I'm OG Skate Show. Till next week. Peace out.